Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to take a look at the 3 brand new Warscrolls that have come out for the Underworlds Warbands that go on pre-order. We have the Skaven, the Khaine Shadowstalkers, the Daughters of Khaine one, and the Undead guys. I forget the name. The Tainted Dead, the Living Undead, whatever they're called. Oh, I got the name, and I just pressed, now I've missed the name. So, we're going to talk about all of them because some of them are really, really interesting. In fact, I think this is probably the best batch of Underworlds Warscrolls as a whole we've ever got in a single lot. Better than any of the starter sets. So, first of all, let's talk about the Skaven. This is definitely the warband everyone is most excited for, without a doubt. And so we get a hero and a unit in this. We get Slink Skittershank. What a cool name. I love Skaven names, they're awesome. Move 7, 5 wounds, 4 up save is nice, and Bravery 5. He's got his Eshen throwing stars, which are 4 attacks, 4s, 4s, no rend damage D3 at 12 inch, solid. And paired Weeping Blades for 6 attacks, 3s, 3s, rend 1 damage D3. Like, for a little, like, killy hero, that's pretty good. Like, that's solid. The ranged attacks doing, like, D3 damage is nice. No rend on them, but, you know. Now, he's got the Eshen Toxin rules, and this applies to both his ranged and his combat attacks, where if the unmodified hit roll for an attack is made by this unit is a 6, the target suffers D3 mortal wounds and the attack sequence ends. So he's got the potential to do 10 D3 mortal wounds. If he rolled everything 6s, you know, it could be good, but he's guaranteed at least to get a D3 mortals out there. He's a really good hero killer. Like, small little heroes do not want to be messing around with this guy because he can just go up, roll hot, and do some damage. Now, he's also got Running Death, where he can run and still shoot later in the turn. And he's got the Misdirection rule, where if this unit is within 1 inch of a friendly Skittershank's Claw Pack, so that's the unit, at the start of the combat phase, the Strike First effect applies to this unit in the combat phase. In addition, if this unit has fought for the first time in the combat phase, if this is within 1 inch of a friendly Skittershank Claw Pack unit, this unit can retreat. So, pretty cool. He'll get strike first, always strikes first if he's near his unit, and then he'll also get to retreat out of combat as well, which is awesome. So, like, this really all goes... This is such a narratively correct way a Skaven assassin fights. He goes in first, stabs, goes out. Really, really cool. Now we look at the unit. They've got 2 wounds apiece, which is really cool. I was not expecting 2 wounds apiece on any Skaven model ever. 7-inch move, 5 up save, Bravery 5. Eshen slings, so 12 inch, 4s, 4s, 4s. So the same stat line, but just damage 1 on them. And then we've got Sword and Fighting Claw for 3 attacks, 3 3s, rend 1, damage 1. Bladed Tonfa and Dagger for 2 attacks, 3 3s, rend 1, damage 1. The Trifang, Triskel, and Net for 3-inch range, 2 attacks, 4s, 4s, no rend damage 1. And the Stabbing Blade, 2 attacks, 4s, 4s. Now, they've got the Eshen Toxin rule as well, where they still do D3 mortals on their Eshen Toxin. So any of these weapons here can be D3, which really does make their shooting attack, I think, pretty decent. Let's have a look. Models in the Skittershank's Claw Packs, these guys. Only one of them is armed with a sling, reading this. Okay, yeah, that's still not bad though, like. Now we've got Kin Whisper's Rattlings, where during deployment, instead of setting up this unit on the battlefield, you can place it to one side and say it will be infiltrating the foe as a reserve unit. If you do, when you would set up a friendly Slink Skittershank during, you can say that it will join this unit infiltrating the foe as a reserve unit. Cool, so if you have to deploy them first, and if they infiltrate, he infiltrates with them. Nice. And then, so you must set this unit on the battlefield wholly within 6 inch of a terrain feature more than 6 inch from enemy units. Then, if Slink Skittershank joined the unit in reserve, set up this unit within 1 inch of this unit and more than 6 inch from all. So, you know, got 6 inch from a terrain and 6 inch from enemies. Nice. And then they've got run and still shoot later. 225 points. Maybe a little bit on the pricey side, but this could be a really great little assassination group here. I really like this. Like, this is a good Underworlds warband. This is how Underworlds warband should be. These should be really strong characters that later, I hope, we can expand the narrative on these and really give like the ability for Slink as a character to grow as a character throughout the campaign and make him more of a focal point. I'd love to see that for a lot of these warbands. We've got these cool characters, these really sweet models. Not so much their units alongside them, but definitely the leaders of them can really come to be something quite interesting, I think. And so we look at the Khaine Shadowstalkers, the other one coming out in the brand new starter set. Move 6, 5 wounds, 4 up save, bravery 9 on the Shroud Queen, which is Slithale Shadestalker. She's got a Shadowstone Staff, 18-inch range, 3 attacks, 3/3, Ren 1, damage 1. And her melee profile is 3s, attacks at 3/3, Ren 1, damage 3 is not bad though, which is cool. In your movement phase, you can say, instead of making a normal move or retreat with this unit, you say it with Shadow Leap. If you do so, you remove it, set it up 9-inch away. That's really cool that it can do it out of combat with a retreat. Impenetrable Darkness, while this unit is more than 9-inch from all enemy units, and the unit and friendly, the Shadeborn units are within 9-inch of this unit, you have a ward of 4 plus. And then at the end of the charge phase, you can pick one enemy model within 3-inch of this unit and roll 2d6. If the score exceeds the bravery characteristic, the enemy unit cannot issue or receive commands until the end of the turn. This isn't bad. Like, it's wanting you to get closer than you probably want to with her. And, like, she doesn't get her ward save in combat, but, like, if you can go into something, get this off, and it doesn't really matter if she dies at that point. If she can go in, get this to go off, it's a cool ability to have go off. It's just 2d6. There's so many high bravery things in the game at the moment. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Looking at the unit, she's got Cursed Missiles, so they've got Shadow Leap. They don't do mortal wounds like the other unit of Shadow Stalkers do on their Cursed Missiles. They just Ren 1, damage 1, and nothing really to write home about on this unit at all. 4 up save, 2 wounds apiece is probably it. 290, we're comparing that to what? 225? Yeah, the Skaven are definitely the better unit. But she does have a play. That's a cool thing. If you're playing against something with low bravery, she can go in, and even if she attacks first, you can get a couple of good hits in. Not a bad thing. Not terrible. She's definitely pricey, though, I think. And lastly, we have the other warband coming out to finish up this season of Underworlds, which is the Force Dynamic, the Exiled Dead. And so we've got a Dying Talos, the Exile. Wizard, 6 wounds, 4 up save. Stave Dynamics is not bad. 3 attacks at 3s, 2s, Ren 2, damage D3s. And Dynamic Bolts at 4s, 2s, Ren 2, damage 1. He's not bad for a wizard. Like, it's not great, but like for a wizard, that's not bad. The Hunger, each time this unit fire... yeah, because he is a vampire. Yeah, we forget that. I always forget that. They're like, he's a vampire. He's got a 5-up ward. Nice. He can return 1 model to the Exiled Dead per turn, and Channel Dynamism is a spell that has a casting value of 3. At a range of 66 for the cast, you pick 1 Exiled Dead unit holding within range of the caster. That unit can run and still charge. Alright, so not bad. So you can return a model to him. They got 2 wounds apiece on the Exiled Dead. Except his Princess Markov has a wounds characteristic of 3. Add 1 to the casting and unbinding rolls for friendly Identitas the Exile if this unit includes Princess Markov. Cool. So like he's a +1 to cast. That's solid. And so the Acro electric weapons, like nothing too great to write home about damage wise. They're okay. Modified hit roll for an attack made with an Acro electric weapon does a mortal wound on a 6 to hit. And while this unit's within 9-inch of a friendly Identitas the Exile, you have a 5-up ward on a bunch of them. So how many points are they? 220. He's not bad. Like for 220, he's not terrible. His spell's pretty cool to give them run and charge, but really we're probably looking at like taking other spells. He does have to stick with Lore of the Vampires because he can't take any generic because he's a named character. But yeah, he's not terrible. I don't hate him. I'd probably put these guys, I reckon, above the Khaine Shadowstalkers, I reckon. I'd probably go Skaven, these guys, and Khaine in that order. But what do you think of these 3 brand new warbands? I think there's some really interesting bits in all of them, to be honest. The Skaven, definitely, they just come out way on top. That is the best, I would say, the best Underworlds warband to date. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in that statement. And he's not bad. He's let down by the fact he has to use Lore of Vampires. Wizard, yeah, he has to use Lore of Vampires as is downfall. Soulpike's not bad a spell though, I'd like to use on him. Pretty cool stuff though. No save on the unit means those Exile Dead aren't going to be there for long. But what do you think of the 3 units? Let us know what your favourite is, and let us know if you like any of them down in the comments below. Well, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below and let us know what you enjoyed about the video. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. And lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so either via Patreon or YouTube members, and both of those are linked again down in the video's description. As a special thanks to all our Patreon and YouTube members, I'd like to give a shout out to them all. So a special thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Dynet226, and Derek. And a special shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Wallace, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, Ariana Airwoods, and Sean Scott. Lastly, a special thanks first of all to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing Discord server background work for us. Thank you all for watching. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.